Alrighty, so I'm going to try to speed through this. Melissa just waved at me at the last minute or let me know if I go too long and I'll cut it off. So I'm going to talk to you about how to blog more effectively for your business. If you're wondering why I look so young, it's because I am. I am 23 years old. I'm the editor for Faith Driven Business. So as you may guess, I'm not the #1 person at the company. I was hired straight out of college last year, having a journalism background, to run the blog, the editing, the writing. So that's how I came into this whole picture. I work with some people who are pretty top-notch and way more experienced than me, top 1% of like LinkedIn and Twitter. So if you're wondering, like, why is this 23-year-old running this company that has 55,000 Facebook fans, that's not actually my company. I run the blog. So that explains all that. So, alrighty. I'm going to kind of skip through this intro ahead and just tell you that if you're a business owner in the digital age, you need a blog because you can't just shove your products in people's faces and expect them to buy them. And you probably realize that. What the blog really does is it's your first impression with people, and then you cultivate that relationship and build it further. You drive people to your email list. And what I've done on the handout is just laid out 4 steps for you. These are kind of my challenges for you guys. If you want to blog consistently for your business, do these 4 things and you'll be on the right track. So, okay. So first you want to drive readers to your email list. If you don't have an email list, create one. And then if you already have one, the most important thing to remember is that you need to have an easy email opt-in where people can easily find it. Don't just put it on your homepage, because if people are clicking over to your blog post from social media, they're never going to end up on your homepage, they're not going to see it. So put it on the left or right sidebar of your blog so that way if people are clicking to your homepage, they see it right away. Then once you get people on your email list, you can share your products and services with them, because you know if they're on your email list, they're interested in what you have to say. All right, next tip I have for you guys is to brainstorm blog ideas. The problem a lot of people have, including myself, when you want to blog consistently and you just don't have an idea or something to just go out and write right away. And if you just sit down and brainstorm 10 blog ideas right now, you will be in such a better place and it will make your life so much easier. Because if you're sitting there wondering what should I blog about, oh wait a second, I have this list of 10 ideas, I could just choose one. So that's just really helpful. So my challenge to you guys is to brainstorm 10 ideas and to come up with a brilliant title for each one, because that title will really help you focus on a specific topic. So a few questions just to ask yourself as you're going through this. What does your target market need? Picture them, Google their exact need, thinking about their problem or issue and how your business can help them solve that issue. Think about those exact words that they're typing into Google and then form your title based on those exact words that they're typing into Google. Because then if they go and they actually Google it, they're going to find your blog post and you're going to actually help that person. So that's really important to think about. Next, what are your passions? What can you write powerfully about? And then what is your unique perspective that only you have to offer? This may be your business experience, something that you have that other people don't have, or it might be a story or other life experience that you have that gives you authority and credibility to speak on an issue that's relevant to your business. Also, what's newsworthy? What are hot topics in the news and social media that you could write about, especially for your target audience? What are they talking about? And what do you, in particular, have to contribute to the conversation? Then once you have that idea, try writing the title first. And I know this is kind of counterintuitive for some people, but that'll give you an idea of whether or not you have a brilliant idea, and if you're struggling, it'll help you sharpen your focus. That's also the most important part, because it needs to be clickable for, you know, all the easily distracted minds on Facebook scrolling through the newsfeed. And then use SEO keywords in your title. These are the keywords that people would use if they're searching for your blog on Google, the exact words they typed in. For faith-driven business, it's words like Christian business or Christian entrepreneur that identify us and represent what we are. Obviously, you want to use them wisely and naturally in your title. Don't just try to load them in there and it sounds weird. And then it'll also resonate for people. It's not just for the Google rank. When people see Christian business and they're Christian business owners, they'll think, oh, I'm going to click on that. And I think some of the best blog titles that I really encourage people to use when they're writing for faith-driven business are how-to titles, like how to grow your business, or numbered list titles like 3 ways to grow your business. And that just really gives you an idea of the specific topic that they're writing about, because you know, reading the title, oh, they're going to talk about that in their blog. And it gives them a tangible takeaway before they even start writing your blog post, or reading your blog post. Finally, I want to think you guys think about who can guest post for you and who can you write for. These relationships are really critical in building your blog, and I think you guys all know there are some phenomenal bloggers in this group. I've blown away all the time reading the stuff that you guys write, and so just think about who can contribute to the conversation going on your blog, who can bring value to the conversations that you're already having and bring something new and exciting in. And you know, this is what faith-driven business does, inviting people to blog for us who maybe we've never even interacted with them before, but they have something to say, so we want to feature their voice. And then, you know, become known for having those awesome conversations on our blog. And then whose blog or publication can you guest post for? Think about where's your target market, and then just go and fearlessly pitch your idea to them. Don't be afraid if it's a major publication, just do it. And that just provides a new way for people to find out about you, especially if they, you know, loved reading your posts and they want to find out more about your business. Okay, so if I could offer you guys one last thought, it would just be to write your heart out. Don't force yourself to write about something you don't care about. You've probably all been in that stage where you have to write something for grad school, or you know, something that's required and it's painful. So don't make yourself do that for your blog. Your best blog posts are going to come from your burning passions. And if you look at the most successful blog posts that Faith-Driven Business has run, they're one titled How Failure Forced Me to Focus on Faith by our CEO Steve Hoft, and another one that Melissa Hawks wrote called Screwed Up Heroes from the Storyline Conference, Why God Isn't Limited by Your Success or Failure. I just want you guys to think about the words in those titles, failure and screwed up. And I just think it's so funny that those are the top blog posts on our blog, because they're people who are writing about their failures and writing about being screwed up. And it's just so powerful. And I think the takeaway from that is don't be afraid to vulnerably share your story, like Ryan said, to be real, to be who you are, because I think readers will sense that sacredness of your story. They're going to respect you more deeply for being real and for sharing that, because they know it took guts to share that. It took guts to write it in the first place. They actually put the words on paper. So that's my one last dare to you, to just go out, give that a try, say something you wouldn't normally say to the world. Take a bold risk and just see what happens.